Okay, so welcome everybody. Can you all hear me? And is my voice audible to you? Please let me know in the chat box and then we'll start up with the live. Let me know if my live streaming is going well and I'm audible to you and visible. Okay, perfect. So I've got a yes. I'm getting yeses. Okay, fine. So a very good evening to one and all present. I'm welcome you all to the live session of True Talk with Seniors. I am Mansi Gupta, final year undergraduate from Banasli Vidyapeeth, doing computer science, and today's host for this live event. It's an immense pleasure for me to host this live event with two amazing, experienced seniors from Banasli Vidyapeeth itself, and they are doing amazing. So today we have with us Muskan Tomar. She is fourth year mechatronics BTech undergraduate, and she's placed at DXC Technologies, which is an American multinational company. I congratulate her for this achievement. Along with that, we have today none other than Nancy Paliwal. She is again a fourth year mechatronics senior, and she is interning at Advert Technologies, which is a global robotics company. Again, I congratulate her for this achievement. Today, I invite both of them to this live session and with a quote which says, a great senior can help you achieve whatever seems impossible to you. I wish that this live session gives you a crystal clear mindset towards your new venture of being an internship or the placement. I wish that after this live session, you are doubt free and you find everything sorted and get set ready for your studying portion of your towards your next venture. With this, I invite today's guests, which are Nancy and Muskan, to this live session. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Muskan. Could you
Hello,
please,
Mansi.
hello, could you please
Hi,
turn
hi
on
Mansi.
camera so that our YouTube audience could see you live and yeah, we could start this live session. So,
Yeah,
I would like Muskan to please introduce yourself first and then we'll move on to the live session.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Mansi, for this quite brief and great introduction of both of us. And my name is Muskan Tomar, and I'm from Delhi. I'm a BTech undergrad in mechatronics branch from Vanasthali University, as you know. During my graduation period, I basically found my area of interest more in programming parts that includes object-oriented programming, data structures, and C++ languages, and some part of MySQL and graphics in C language too. That's how I got my internship in. I got my placement in an IT company itself.
That's great. That's absolutely great. It's really amazing to have you here in this live session, Muskan. Over to you,
Thank you.
Nancy.
hi. Thanks Mansi for inviting me. Hello guys. Hello everyone. I am Nancy Paliwal, undergraduating in Banasthali from Mechatronics, and I have been interested in robotics since I have joined my engineering. And I worked hard and I focused on the subjects which needed to be there, and I got my internship in one of the most dynamic robotics countries company of now. So thanks for inviting me, Mansi.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining with us. So let's start with our live today. So first question. So the structure of this live session would be, so all the students have already sent me some of the questions via Google Form. And so today we'll be taking up all those questions first, and then all the audience could leave their comments, leave their doubts as a comment, and then we'll take those questions later on. So the first question is to Nancy. Nancy, how much do you think your branch, Mechatronics, has contributed to being into a global robotics company today?
Okay. So, Mansi, basically choosing Megatronics has broadened up my minds because if we talk about any robotics company, right? So, there we need the experience in all the fields. Like we have to know the software part also, the electronics and the mechanical part also. So the mechatronics provide us the broad idea of everything. Like we are studying robotics like as our subjects, and we are studying software also, and we are having the knowledge of mechanical, some part of mechanical and electricals also. So matlab, altogether it's giving us broad idea in every aspects which is suitable for a robotics company, because there you need to have a basic knowledge of like every subjects, the electrical,
Yeah.
mechanical and software part also.
Okay, okay, okay. I hope like this was very on point answer, and I hope this answer was fruitful to the audience as well. So the next question is for Muskan. Muskan, how did you prepare yourself for a tech company? Like, what were the subjects that you focus on from mechatronics branch and from the technical branch as well?
Okay, so where to start? You might be aware about the Keep Mechatronics branch also. We have studied some IT subjects too. Like in first year, we have studied C language, and in second year, data structure, and in third year, object-oriented programmings. You are also aware about that whether it's a mechatronics branch or an IT branch, we too studied some of the IT subjects too. And from the first year onwards, I was performing well in coding stuff. And Mansi, you are also my ex-classmate, so you can confirm that fact that I was too much active in coding classes.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so here it started. So I was from the beginning I was good at coding, and in the classes I'm performing so well. So I tried to enhance my skills. I started coding in HackerRank platform, and then completing my daily challenges like that. And furthermore, I took benefit out of this lockdown session and started to prepare some certificate courses from LinkedIn Learning or Coursera. That is provided by our university only. Coursera 1 month free courses, and that's how step by step I started learning and made my further career in IT branch only. So it's
That
not
is
just
great.
limited to that you are mechatronics student that you can only get the core opportunities, but you can pursue your interest and do the
Absolutely,
things.
absolutely. We should always pursue what our interest is in, and if anyone is has an interest, maybe in some other field, so your branch is never a barrier for you. You can always go to whatever field you wish to, and that was amazing example of you,
Yes,
Muskan.
obviously, totally agree.
Next question we
Thank you so
have
much.
for Nancy is that what are the subjects you would suggest to your juniors to focus on from mechatronics branch to get into a company like this? Or
Okay,
maybe apart from that, yeah.
okay. So if someone wants the core company, like personally, I want a core company. I am not really good at coding, so I am not into that. So I really want a core company. So for that, one should be preparing the basics of electrical, the mechanical. We study in our 2 semesters. We are studying mechanics and electronics and electrics, that part, and in our 6th semester we are also studying robotics. So these are the subjects which build your basics, right, to step up into a core company. So these are the subjects which they should take care of. Like they should have a clear basics. Like nobody is going to judge you like you have to have a deep knowledge, but you should have the basic knowledge and basics clear of electrical, mechanics and your robotics part also. And if you are not into a core company, like if you want in your dream company or IT company, so as Muskan said, you should focus on coding from the very beginning and start doing practices on HackerRank and CodeChef. That would be very helpful.
Okay. Okay, so what were the precise subjects that you said was robotics? And if the ones who want to go for the coding one, they can focus on data structures and
The
the
any
subjects of
one
one programming
object
language.
oriented programming. Yes.
Okay, and what from the mechatronics branch? One is robotics, and other subjects that you would cite?
Machines should be very clear. The basics of machines should be clear. Electrical machines which we study, right?
Okay, okay. So I hope that is clear to all the audience who asked this question of what are the subjects that were important. So the next question we have it for Muskan is that what was the process of hiring at DXC Technologies? Could you please take
Okay,
this
so
question, Muskan? Yeah.
yes. So my जो प्लेसमेंट प्रोसेस हुआ था वो लॉकडाउन की वजह से ऑनलाइन ही हुआ था. So in
Yeah.
DXC there were just two rounds. First one is written round, in which it includes verbal aptitude questions and comprehensive and some writing skills and a part of technical and coding questions also. And after clearing that round only, you have matlab, certain criteria, like you have to score more than 50% in each round, then you are eligible, you will cross that written part. And then after you have second round was HR plus technical round, which was for me it was like an 1.5 hour interview. It was my very first interview. I have never done that before, but it went so well. And this begin with the general questions like tell me about yourself, as every company ask. Then whatever you told about yourself, they will pick it out in that, and they will ask in deep knowledge. And my interview was basically on DBMS part, mostly MySQL queries and yes, and coding part only. Because I mentioned that I have a keen interest in coding in MySQL DBMS, so they asked me accordingly, and they didn't ask me in core questions, any core questions.
Okay, okay, okay. So mainly focus was on DBMS, and there were three rounds, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Basically, there were two rounds. First is written round, and second is technical plus HR. That
Plus
was
HR.
combined round.
Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So we had two rounds. That was great. So the next question we have again for Nancy, that how do you feel today being an mechatronics engineer, as this branch is not so normal, right? We do not have this branch in IITs even. We have this branch in Banastli and some of the private colleges. So is this a branch right now? Do you feel is it worth choosing it? Like what are the expectations you had before joining mechatronics and what is the reality right now?
So when I decided ki I will be doing engineering, so I had no prior knowledge of coding. So I was not at all choosing computer science and IT. So then when I searched ki what are the branches I have available, so then I got the mechatronics branch and I searched. Then I chosen that mechatronics because when we talk about right now, like after like 4 years or 5 years, everything would be automated. Like everything is all about robots, automated technology. So this is the branch which can lead you there, like directly, because robotics and automation is something which require the combination knowledge of the software and the hardware part both. So the
Exactly.
mechatronics is best suit for that. And when we talk about like IITs, which they don't like, our Banastali is like in top 5 or top 4 universities which is applying the mechatronics branch.
Yeah.
And now only the IITs are planning to include this branch. So I feel proud ki yes, my university is providing this so much early than before IITs in fact. So it's quite good when you feel like na ki yes, our IITs are also including. So I say yeah, we already have it. So it's like kind of good feeling.
It's a pleasure to have this branch before even
Yes.
IITs have it.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
So the next question we have for Muskan is that do you think extracurricular activities impact hiring candidates in the companies? What is your exact point on this? Should the students include curricular activities in their resumes or should the people be more focused towards this?
Okay, so Mansi, I totally agree with that. That we should obviously highlight our extracurricular activities because, like in our batch only, mechatronics batch, there were 105 students in our class. Okay, that means in a batch of 100 plus students with almost similar CVs and same education and experience, it's the ECA that separates you from the crowd. You got my point? That they
Yeah, yeah.
don't only they don't only drives the interview conversations but also helps matlab interviewee and interviewer to connect at the personal level also. Because
Exactly.
in my interview, when they ask me about tell me about yourself, I after talking about technical skills, I also mentioned that I have trilingual debaters in my school times and won many notable prizes in the same, and I have this keen interest in portrait painting and graffiti art. I still pursue. Along with my technical skill, I got inspired from Banksy, and whenever got a chance used to paint on my hostel walls. They were so astonished about hearing that I also paint, and they want to know more about that why what other skills do I have.
Exactly, these are extracurricular activities, add on your personal technical skills, and
So
absolutely we
I
should
would
showcase
suggest
them.
whenever they ask, tell me about yourself, you just not limit to your technical skills that I know this, I know that. You should also mention that you have this extracurricular activities. It would obviously enhance the conversations.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Exactly. They give a point to talk on. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So I think the students are clear with this point of adding extracurricular activities in their interviews, which gives them an extra, a feather to drive their interviews. So the next question we have it for Nancy again, which says, "What is the one tip you would suggest to your juniors regarding should they choose mechatronics branch or not? What do you think? What were your key learnings in this branch? What all did you learn with this branch of mechatronics?"
Okay, so if you want a core company or you want to be a robotics engineer, right? So Megatronics is best. Like I'm interning in a robotics company, right? So I can relate my subjects and relate my learnings. Like we have been taught a different softwares like Robo Analyzer, or we have been taught about the electrical machines we are using, motors and everything. So when we go in a company now, so they don't require your like you have how much you know, how much you implement that matters. So if you know about the software with the hardware part also, your value increases, right? Like it's nice you can build an algorithm, but when you go into a company they see if you can also implement it, and if you are implementing that algorithm or the software part, you should know the basic, at least the basic of hardware also. So the megatronics will lead you there, like it will give you the basic knowledge of hardware also and the software also. With that if you are good at coding, so you can, with the help of that basic electrical or mechanical knowledge, you can implement your algorithms or your codes more easily. Like you will not be needing any help. Ki, I need an electrician, I will be needing a mechanical one for doing my electrical work or something. You are capable of doing on your own, because while interning I am facing such issues, so I feel good ki yes, I know this electrical part and mechanical part also. So that will be a basic advantages for you if you want a core company or you want to be in a robotics also.
Okay, okay. So I think this question was very good for all those newcomers to this branch. Exactly, they'll
Yes.
know what exactly we learn in this mechatronic branch. Since this branch is very deserted, right? It's not like this branch is not everywhere in all the colleges. So a lot many of
Yes.
students have this doubt of what is this new thing, what is this new subject that we're gonna learn in this college. So I hope this answers a lot of many of questions or lot many of doubt for all the students here in the live, also the students who will be listening to this live later on. So the next question we have it for Muskan, which says, "What is the one tip again? What is the one tip, Muskan, you would suggest to the mechatronics and to the other students for preparing for internships and placements?"
हंसी आ रही है मत कर
Okay, so if you do
मत
have
कर
like
रहा यार.
keen interest, if you do have this keen interest into the IT sectors, then one thing I tell you that coding companies do not provide internships in our college, but there were mostly the core companies that come for internships. And if you want to learn coding, then you have to work hard. Like from the beginning of the your beginning of your BTech, you should start trying competitive codings on different platforms like HackerRank, CodeChef, Pep Coding. There were too many. You can pursue anyone. There is not a specific that you should go with this one. You can try with whatever in platform you feel comfortable and which language, whatever language you prefer. And I would suggest that you have to work hard because they came for only placement. They don't came for internships. They don't provide. And our government that our colleges provide immense number of internships. You don't have to put too much efforts in internship process. You just have to work hard. You put a little you can work on it a little and you may got your internship in a reputed companies. There were too many companies came into the courses for internship and hence you know you will it's just you what you wanted it won't go. Mansi,
Mansi, you are on mute.
Okay. So the next question we have it for Nancy is that how can I secure internship in Adverb? So like what are the things, what was the procedure that you went through for Adverb?
So basically, we have 4 rounds. First was like, firstly, they have a criteria, selection criteria, like on your CGPA basis and everything. So after that, they filter the students on the basis of the CGPA criteria they have decided. Then on me, I have the two technical rounds and two HR rounds. In technical rounds, I have asked basic electrical and the subjects I have mentioned and the skills and knowledges I have mentioned in my resume. So basically, they go through your resume and they ask according to that and the answers you gave. They just took a point from your answer and asked the next question. So my both the technical rounds was on the basis of robotics and electrical machines throughout, and then I'll have two HR rounds where I was asked basic HR questions like what are your basic knowledge and what do you do and why our company, why do you want us to hire you, like basic HR questions which they have. So I'll have such 4 rounds, two technical and two HR rounds.
Okay, okay. So how was your screening round? Like what were the questions that were related in your screening round? The questions the students have one of the students have asked that what is the first round that we have, the screening round? What type of questions were there in that?
In screen along, like for by me, they asked me about the electrical, basic electrical. Like they generally ask कि motor के types बताओ and what are like if you say asynchronous, synchronous, so what are asynchronous and synchronous motors, and tell me about some application of those motors. Then we study PLC programming also. Na, so they tell me a situation कि you have this situation, how do you program a PLC code for that? Then
Okay.
I have also mentioned my seminar which we had in our third sem. So they asked me about that, ki why you choose that topic only, and about the final year project. Your final year project should be good. Like they ask about you, ki why you have chosen this subject only, like this topic only. Why you have decided to do projects. So you have to choose a project wisely because if you have chosen a very basic project, they will say कि ये तो कोई भी बच्चा कर सकता है कि why you have choose your fourth year project like this. So choose your project wisely because they judge you, basically they judge you on basis of that and what have you mentioned in your resume.
Okay, okay. So one of the question we have it for Muskan. Muskan, as you said that you are from Mechatronics, how did you get into an IT company? I want to know how
yes.
you worked for it because I'm from Mechatronics also and I want to get into IT company. So this is a doubt from a student who is from Mechatronics and want to get into IT company. So she wants a roadmap, like how did you started learning, from where should one should go through, like what were the languages that you chose, and how did you prepare yourself? Exactly what did you do? Yeah.
As I suggested, as per like college studies, you should have to work extra on your like interest. You have to start competitive from the first year. Like I prefer to start it from the first year, and then step by step you will improve it, change the platform. I only started my coding since first year only from HackerRank platform. I completed three languages courses from there: C, C++, and Python. And then after I moved on PEP coding, and now I am doing on that. So I never stopped coding. It's like you should have to enhance your skills, and you have to study extra. Then whatever you have studied in college is not enough, not enough for any placements.
Exactly.
They just
Exactly.
guide you in a direction that you have to study that topics. You have to go into detail by on your own, like क्या पढ़ना है, कैसे करना है. तो थोड़ा
I
efforts काम करेंगे.
agree with this. I absolutely agree with this. We have to study on our own only for the placements and everything. We just get a roadmap कि अच्छा ये topics हैं इनको इनको पढ़ लो. But the thing that we have to study in that we have to do it by our own selves. So the next question again is for Muskan. Is it necessary to practice data structures and algorithms to get an IT company from Mechatronics?
It's obvious, like data structure. Without data structure and algorithm, you can't even clear the written test, which includes the technical questions also. And then also in interview they will ask you some questions that may related to normal theory part, which you may not get by some questions you will search on PCs and laptops interview questions. You have like deep knowledge in that subject, so they whatever they ask you can answer them.
Okay. So one of the question is that for a research-based internship, what is the criteria for selection? Can any of you answer this question for the people?
Yes, I can answer that because I am right now pursuing into a research internship, so I can answer it better.
Okay,
So I am
Muskan,
working.
from where are you interning? Please let the audience know
बतासा
from
ना
where are you
यार.
interning exactly. Yeah.
Yes, CSIR Nestats, New Delhi, Karur. So CSIR is Council Scientific Institute of Research. That is basically for research only. So the we have assigned, we all have assigned this mentor, and we have to do this research work type that I am doing for right now. So for this internship, you have not such particular interview rounds or written tests. You just have a good CGPA. You should have to maintain a good CGPA in your BTech semesters. It's just your college professors only shortlist you on the basis of your CGPA criteria, and then give your CVs, forward your resumes to the institutes in which you want to pursue for research internships, and they will shortlist you if they found you eligible.
Okay, so one of the question we have it from Ritu Tripathi, which says, "What is the minimum CGPA criteria for getting into internships and placements?" Can you please
Like
let people know a rough
for
CGPA?
different companies there are different criterias, but most of the company every company has their own criteria. Some suggested 7 CGPA and above in all the semesters, some suggested 8 and above. So it's not fixed to something, but you should have to maintain a good CGPA at all
Exactly.
to get
So
it.
next question we have is that what kind of projects we should keep ready for internships of placements? Nancy, could you please take this
Yes.
question? Yeah.
Yes, I'll take this. Basically, you should not take the projects which are easily available on any website or YouTube's. Like you should not do like you are seeing कि तुम लोग देख रहे हो कि yes YouTube पे एक step तुमने देख लिया and you are implementing that. So your project should not be easily available on YouTube. Right? Try something doing new. Like if you cannot like तुम लोग बिल्कुल नया नहीं कर सकते कुछ भी, but try doing something which is in a level, like do not go
Exactly.
into a basic ground level, right? So
Yeah.
your project should be good enough key that was not easily available in a YouTube or any website. So that should be a basic criteria to choose
What
your project.
what other thing that students can do is they can take 4 to 5 YouTube videos and mix them and create something new
Yes,
out of it. That would
new out of it. Yes,
exactly.
take
So I
take ideas, take
hmm,
ideas from YouTube projects, and then get out of something new, build something new and innovative.
yeah, yeah. So the next question that we have is, what are the additional subjects do we have to prepare apart from the core ones? Nancy, could you please take this question, which says, what are the additional topics that you studied? We need to prepare it for the core companies.
Okay. Basically, I studied the robotics part. Like, I am interested in robotics. So, apart from our core subjects, like such as we have studying electrical and instrumentation. So, from my side, I studied the subject, or we can say it's a kind of operating system which says robotic operating system. So, if you
Okay.
want to step in a robotics company, so it is a basic requirement. Like, if you know ROS, your value increases, and everyone should know. Like, basically, I want to enter into a robotics company. So from my second year onwards, I started studying that on my own, because it's not easily available in any online sites or any YouTube channels. You have very less videos and less sessions for that. So I on my own I started studying that. So basically, the field you want to enter, like, to start studying that subject only. Like, if you want any electrical core company, to start studying electrical on your own also, because in college you are given only basic knowledge for that. If you want robotics, then study robotics on your own. So you have to study on your own, and you have to decide key where you have to step in.
Exactly, exactly. That was a two on point answer, Nancy. Next question that we have is so we are done with this question. Okay, so next question we have it for Muskan. Muskan, did you get off campus placement or on campus placement?
Okay, so obviously I got on-campus placement. That was the first company that came for our branch,
Yeah.
and I got placed so quick.
And what about your internship? Was it off campus or on campus?
Obviously, there was many internship. You all will get internships from campus only. Not much. You don't have to struggle so much. You may
For
easily get
internship, you don't
internships.
have to struggle and, yes,
For
take stress,
internship, you
because
don't have to exactly.
there are lot of institute and organizations which are coming for the internship. So you don't have to worry for the internship.
Okay, so we have a question which says that Nancy, that for for on campus internships, what is the criteria? Like, do we go for 2 months internship or 6 months internship? Like, how can we apply for them, be it off campus or on campus? Can you please
Okay.
elaborate on what is the procedure?
In our branch, हम लोग 6 month internship करते हैं, which is our 7th sem, right? Our 7th sem is of 6 months, so we do the 6 month internship, which is on campus or off campus. If you are getting the internship off campus easily, then go for it. But in case of on campus, we have a lot of opportunities. Like, there are lot of organization, and like, if you go for ISRO and DRDO, there are a lot of ISROs and DRDOs coming. There are a lot of IITs coming which offer you a research internship. But there are less companies. Like, we have 5 or 6 companies and a lot of organizations which are offering the 6 month internships. And if you want to do the 2 month internship, there are IT and CS companies also, which allows us to sit for their 2 month internship program. So you can also sit for that 2 month internship if you want to. That is summer internship, which we do in our summer break. And for the 6 month internship, you can go on campus or off campus. But I suggest you go with on campus, because it there are a lot of opportunities you go in case of an on campus.
Okay, thank you so much, Nancy. So we have a lot many of questions here on the live chat. So I'll take one of them, which says, Stuti Srivastav asks, which year did you do your first internship? Was it off campus or on campus?
Okay, so Adverb is my first internship only. Before that, I did not do the internship. I do the projects. Like, many live projects are also available for us. life projects and courses are also available. So in my first year I do a course, then in my second year I go for a training from the intern shala, and I do the life projects which are like using the basic boards we have, Arduino boards and Raspberry boards, the basic projects we have available. And this is my first internship, the at work I got.
Okay, and what about you, Muskan? Like, was it your first? Which was your first internship that you did? And yeah,
Okay, this one is also my first internship in research intern. I also matlab, tried for in from first year I tried internship from outside like internshalas and platforms, but it was too hard, too much competitions to get an internship, and not much succeeded yet. So that was
okay.
my first internship.
Okay. So we have a next question is that for Nancy, what are the prerequisites for pursuing robotics? So like you've already answered this question, right? Machinery and robotics. These are two subjects which
Robotics, yes.
are
These are
prerequisite.
not like before your engineering you do not require any prerequisite, because in first year you will be rewinding your like basic knowledge of 11th 12th. So you should be having science math which we all have. So no such prerequisite before engineering is required, right? So
Okay.
everything you will be taught in your engineering, and we take 4 years.
Okay. So we have one of the other question which says for an internship in a research company. So I think this question is for Muskan.
Mm.
For an internship in a research company, do we have to do all a kind of a research work under a guide of a professor? Like what is the
Yes,
scenario?
obviously.
What,
Since I told you about my internship experience, I have assigned a chief scientist of CSIR Estates. He's a professor in mathematical modeling. So my internship is related to that only, and our institute is made government policies. So my internship topic was relevant to using mathematical modeling. We are going to predict COVID situations and made a policy which is relevant and which is more convenient for future use. So it totally depends on our professor or mentors that are assigned to us, that how our internship is going to turn out.
okay, okay. So the next question we have it for Nancy. Nancy, as you said that there are not more YouTube videos of
YouTube.
robotics. How did you studied on your own this robotics subject?
Okay, so we have books available. Like we have a book, Mastering in ROS, that I studied through that, and we have a website called Robot Ignite Academy, which is very good platform for learning basic ROS. And the we uh, we are coding in Python and C++. plus plus. So you should be a little basic knowledge of Python, and we will be learning Linux. If you want to go with the ROS, you should know the Linux and Python or C++. So Robot Ignite Academy is a site which you can prefer, and there is a book named Mastering in ROS that I took the help from.
Okay, that was indeed a good question as well as a good answer. That books eventually give us knowledge which is not
No,
available in
yes.
YouTube as well. So I
Books,
believe
yes.
this thing that books give us knowledge which is not available even on internet sometimes, or maybe YouTube videos are themselves have shallow knowledge than books. So the next question we have it for Stuti, which says, which year did you do your first internship? That was your fourth year, right? Both of you.
Already
Yes.
So
answered.
Yes.
Honestly provides us internships, which is a part of a curriculum of BTech, right? Which is actually a BTech curriculum
Exactly.
wherein we are required to do internships as a part of a BTech degree. So if you want a BTech degree, you have to do an internship of 6 months at least. So we
Yes.
get
In our
internships,
college, at least.
yeah, off campus
Yes.
and on campus. So can anyone of you please take up this question of how can we apply off campus in mechatronics branch? Like which companies can we approach to? Can you name some of the companies or something like that for the students?
Okay, I take that question,
Okay,
Mansi.
yeah.
If you want to apply off campus, na, to go with LinkedIn and Internshala, where you can find the companies and the the if there are any vacancies available. You can see from Internshala or LinkedIn. As Muskan said, Internshala, from getting internship from Internshala is a little complicated process, but you can get your internship through LinkedIn very easily. You can apply if like we are mechatronic students, right? So we can apply in any companies like Bajaj, Mahindra, and you can get your internships in the companies like I have like I'm interning in Adverb, and you have companies like Bajaj ho gaya, then we have Tata Motors also, then we have Mahindra, and there are a lot of companies which provide the internship of 2 month and 6 month and 4 months also for us.
Okay, so I think Muskan, could you please also take this question for with respect to computer science? If any student from MT wishes to do computer science internship, maybe off campus, so how can one apply for that?
Okay, first of all, we obviously got too many internship opportunities in our college, so that wasn't much necessary. But if you want to pursue in IT only, then you can apply using Internshala. But there are many processes. Like first, they shortlist on your interview resume basis, and then they call into the companies and for written exams. And it was like a very tough competition. There were like 100 plus people who were applying for the same post, and vacancies we only two or three, so it's very hard to get an internship on off campus. But you can still try on from LinkedIn profile. You can communicate with your seniors, and you may try to contact with the if you want to do it in a IT company, you can get to connect with the peoples on LinkedIn only and send your profile, and they will approach you forward and mail you, and you may send your resumes to the company owner, if, and you may directly be shortlisted into the interview processes, and then you may find an internship.
Okay, that's clear. That's clear answer, Muskan. So we have next question which says that I am a second year student and haven't started doing any summer internship. Will that affect my resume? And even if you
Okay,
could
so
take this answer. Hmm.
so first of all, I would take this question. If you are in a second year student, you don't have any much knowledge in your core branch or any other branch, I would suggest. In first year, you will only rewind your 11th, 12th part, and in second year, how will company get you into to work with them? Like, how can you get the internship in second year only? You don't
Even
have
the
any much
company
knowledge either in
understands.
core or any other branch.
Yeah, even the
So
company
it won't.
understands that we are freshers, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
obviously
they
you
don't
can't compete
accept
with the
much from
freshers.
us. They don't
Exactly.
accept much from us. They know ki we have
Yes.
basic
So
knowledge.
it
We
won't,
don't have any
obviously it won't
experience.
affect you.
Yes. All that matters is your
Exactly.
project
So
and what have you mentioned in your resume. Like you should not lie in your resume because they know what you know.
Exactly. They can ask anything
that's
from your
very
resume.
important. Never mind.
Yeah. Could you please could you please tell us more about your experience towards this resume portion that you're telling Nancy?
Okay, like I have written very basic which I know. Like मैंने कुछ भी extra नहीं लिखा. Like the part which I'm confident in, I have only mentioned that thing. Like the project I have done, was the seminar which we had in our third semester was I have done that on pneumatic isolators. So half of my interview was on that. कि कैसे किया, कहाँ किया, क्या किया, यू कैन इम्प्लीमेंट इट, हैव यू डन इट ऑन योर ओन, और उसमें आपने कहाँ से हेल्प ली, क्या क्या, इफ़ यू हैव मैंशनड एनीथिंग विच यू डू नॉट नो, लाइक कि चलो लिख देते हैं, so at that point you will get stuck, and they are the ones who are very experienced, तो उनको बिल्कुल टाइम नहीं लगेगा टू नो कि यू आर लाइंग और यू आर जस्ट गिविंग इट कि हाँ भाई ऐसा ही लिख देते हैं, सो दैट शुड नॉट वर्क, लाइक यू शुड नॉट लाई. If you just have one skill and you are confident कि I am perfect in it, so that would be much more effective, that will not impact anything कि तुमने एक ही चीज लिखी है. If you are perfect in that, like if you are very much confident कि मुझसे कुछ भी पूछ लो इस topic में, I can answer. So that is much better than filling your resume with the fake skills and knowledges.
Absolutely. So we should always
Yeah,
write the truth in the
and one more
resume.
thing I want to add on this. Yeah. And also, whenever you mention your percentages and CGPAs, like if you have 7.99 CGPA, you cannot write it 8 CGPA. You have to
8.
only mention
Yes.
it 7.99, because if they ask for the mark sheets and rechecking, they will reject you on that only, that you have lied in your resume. So you can't lie in that also.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So next question we have it from Ritu Tripathi, which says, "Is machine learning helpful for robotics?" Nancy, could you please
Okay.
take this question? Yeah.
In robotics also now we have different fields, like in which type you have to work for. You have to work for warehouse robotics, which I am working in. They are warehouse robotics. In that case we do not require machine learning, right? And if you go for humanoids, like for example, very well example is Sophia. If you want to go for humanoids and machine learning and artificial intelligence and everything, if you want to make your robot intelligent, right, if you want to in the field where your robots are intelligent, much enough intelligent, they do not require any kind of human interaction, like our Sophia is there na. So there you require machine learning and artificial intelligence. And if you want to go with the robots which are used in warehouses and automation, then there you do not require machine learning and artificial intelligence.
Okay, so the next question we have it from Aishwarya, which says that what project we should start making now. So exactly, the student wants to know that what is the minimum kind of a project that one should have it in the resume, so that she can present it towards the audience, like towards it to in the interviews and all. Like we all know that the level of the project should be high, but what is the highest
Yes.
point that we can go to, or what's the minimum level that this much project should be there in the in the resume? Could you please elaborate?
Yes. So when we choose a project ना, we have assigned a mentor, right? कि we know कि हमारे प्रोफेसर किस फील्ड में स्पेशलाइज्ड हैं, like they are teaching us what subject. So you can take help from your mentors. Like you can go with the IoT project, and there are a lot of professors which are good in that field. So you can take help from them also, and you can design a microcontroller. There are professors which who are experts in microcontrollers. You can go with designing a microcontroller also. You can go with the IoT projects also. Like we have faculty in robotics also, so you can take help from them also, key which robotics projects I could take or where I could go ahead. I have this prior knowledge, what should I study next for that. So, and if you are you can go with the PLC project also, you can go with AutoCAD project also, anything. But you should take the help of your mentors, because they know ki what can be the level of your project. Like if you have any idea in your mind ki I will do that PLC project for an example, so go and discuss with your mentor or the professor who is teaching the PLC. He will tell you, or he will guide you ki is this fine, or what else you can add this in your project, right, to make it a little bit more fancier, right? They have that kind of knowledge. If you want, like कि तुमने decide किया मुझे AutoCAD पे I have to present something like that, I have to make a full animation of a machinery on the AutoCAD. So you go to your mentor, ask him, tell them your about your idea, and they will guide you for the further what else you can add it to make it good, right? They will help you.
Okay, the similar question is for Muskan. Muskan, what kind of projects did you had in your resume being into an going into an IT company?
Okay, so first of all, I have projects in both in IT and also in core branch. I mentioned both the projects. I have an IT project that was based on file handling and data structures. They asked me about that, ki what I made this in projects, and I also learned graphics in C language. So I made an snake and ladder game using C programming only. So I mentioned that project only. So these were the projects that I work on my own. That wasn't related to on my college, and one project was on with mentors and in college projects like that was basically based on मतलब कुछ भी ऐसे pressure नहीं होता. They give you an open choice to choose your favorite mentor with, to whoever you want to work with, in which field you want to go. They also provide in mentor in IT part also, programming part also, if you want to pursue that only. So my project was based on VHDL language. So choose the mentor and I suggested, and I made the encryption system of WhatsApp. You know, whenever you chat on the WhatsApp, there
Yeah,
was a statement that this chat is end-to-end encrypted. So I made that encryption and decryption. So I worked on that, and I learned the new language which is never taught to us, VHDL language, and I learned it throughout and made the project which encrypts and decrypts the message that I wrote on it.
that's really amazing, Muskan. That was again an add-on for your in your resume. This project was like amazing. Again, so we have a question which says, "What are the core companies that come in Mechatronics branch?" So, can you please, Nancy, could you please take this question and let the juniors know that what kind of companies come in college? Yeah.
Okay. So we have basic core companies like Colgate. Colgate comes, Tech Mahindra. Then we have Bajaj. So there are companies, core companies, such core companies which come for our placements.
Okay. So we have the next question from Ritu Tripathi, which says, "Could you please mention the name of the books in the chat box, which you said, right? The robotics book
Yes,
that you
yes,
named,
yes.
and the other one as well." Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So we
I
have.
will.
Yeah, you can write on the chat box. Also, I've given the LinkedIn IDs of both Nancy and Muskan, so that if in case anyone from the audience wants to have a question and wants to ask them, you can go ahead, ping them on LinkedIn. Also, they have some time barriers, so maybe that they'll take some time to reply you on, but yeah, definitely they'll turn back to you and give you the answers to the questions you have. Okay, so we have almost done with the questions. So if any one of you are left with any doubts related to Mechatronics branch, related to Banastli, related to anything in Banastli, maybe related to branch specific or anything, please write down in the chat box so that we can take up in the live session as well. And you are crystal clear with all the things that you have in your mind, and get set go with your studies towards getting into the new venture of being into an internship or maybe a placement. Till then, Nancy, could you please let us know about how was your experience in Banastli? What did you find? Like 4 years of engineering we have been doing, out of which half of the time we have spent it in our homes. But apart from that,
Yes,
how did
yes.
you find Banastli Vidyapeeth? Was it worth it being into the college? Like, initially we used to say it's a girls' college. Kya hi maza aayega,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So,
yes, yes.
what do you think right now?
Obviously.
Was it worth it being into the journey with Banastli? How is your journey with Banastli?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from studies, when we talk, I found friends. Very good friends, like a good company, which can never be broken, like lifelong friends. So there we
Exactly.
used to go for events. Like in our first year only, we have a lot of fest. Like abhi band kar diya hai fest, but in our first year we have events. Like in every month we are having a fest. So those memories were good, and our apaji. The most memorable thing is our apaji and the events which we are doing, and when everything hostel days was very good. Ladna, वार्डन को परेशान करना, everything was good. सब चीज apart from food, everything was good in hostel, right? So, and when we talk about studies, so our professors, like if we compare from any other college, our professors are doing really, really hard work for us. Like in any other college, हम लोगों को उन लोगों को इतना नहीं help किया जाता, इतना नहीं पढ़ाया जाता, जितना we are getting
Learning.
help from our professors. We are learning, yes. Like in anything, if you go after 5 also, like our after our college hours also, they will help you in the labs. If you are missing any lab, they will help you after 5 also. You can go in the libraries. We are having the library faculties for like 8 or 9 p.m, right? So in any other college such facilities are less. I am not saying कि है नहीं, but हमारे पास कुछ ज़्यादा facilities, like our professors are really helping us in classroom also, after classroom also. So along with studies, I got good friends, good memories, and मुझे कभी भी literally regret नहीं हुआ कि I am in a girls college. Like I enjoy it to utmost I can.
Exactly. Same question to you, Muskan. How was your journey? 4 years with Banasthali. How did you find out? Like initially, what was the exact question? Will be what was your expectation versus what was your reality right now?
Okay, expectation versus reality. So I wasn't expected that much कि मतलब girls college में भी इतना मजा आ सकता है and all that. As Nancy told that every month we have to get ready and go for some fest and this very chill type. मतलब इतना कुछ stressful नहीं होता या ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता कि हाँ we are being in foundations, and they also promote very much extracurricular activities, like we can pursue any kind of interest we have, like horse riding, flights, air. They also have like dance classes, music, anything, like, and also foreign languages, whatever you want you can learn from there. It's just not limited to the studies, it also enhances our extracurricular activities, and it's a very good opportunity to be part of this university.
Okay, so Nancy, were you part of any fivefold activity that you chose in this 4 years? Could you please
Yes,
elaborate on the
yes.
fivefold activity that you chose in 4 years? Yeah,
In every semester, I have chosen different fivefold activity. Like खत्म
that's
नहीं होगा
absolutely
इतना
great.
fivefold activities है we have. Yes, in my first year, I did the horse riding, and from the first year, I'm continuing doing the BSD. Like this is for 3 years. You get the
Could you please
certificate. So
elaborate on BSD, which is Banastli Seva Dal, right?
yes, it's Banastali Seva Dal. It's like similar to NCC, like which we do NCC. We have our own the squad or the cadet team, which is called Banastali Seva Dal, where we have everything similar to NCC. Like we are doing the parades in the 26th August or 16th January and everything. And we are doing the rifle shooting also. We have taught the rifle shooting, which I think is the best part. We have been practicing for morning and evening, and we have camps also for that, and including with BSD we have scouting also. So in scouting we have the camps where we go out of Banastali for doing the social services kind of thing, which
Okay.
include,
Yeah.
yes. And I have also chosen the radio jockey also, which we have Radio Banastali. Then the and there are a lot of fivefold activities which you
It's
go.
with Banastli, right? That's amazing.
You can enjoy Banastali if you want to. Like there are lot and lot of things you can do
Utilization
there.
of extracurricular activities सब सीख लिया.
Yes.
Absolutely. What about you, Muskan? What are the fivefold activities that you chose in your 4 years?
Okay, so basically, I don't pursue many things like Nancy did. I just chose, mother, I am good in arts already, so I try to learn something new that I don't know already. So I pursue Kathak for 2 years, for complete 2 years course.
That's amazing. So you're a Kathak dancer as well as soft, maybe going to IT field. That's amazing.
Yeah, also,
And what about your painting? So you
so
said
I'm
you had graffiti and all of that, right?
yeah, obviously, I have about graffiti. In hostel, we have so much spare time to. We have so much spare time whenever we came back from the from college, tired up, and I want to feel. all the walls of the hostels are completely white, and I want to make it feel like home. So I love a good artist, so I started painting on the walls only. And even like to
You
warden
should
study
see
rule
her
होता है
wall.
कि
Like I have seen her wall, and yes, her wall is
हाँ वार्डन्स
beautiful.
का
I
ये
have
रूल होता
seen.
है कि मतलब वॉल पर पेंटिंग भी करते बट दे वर सो इम्प्रेस्ड फ्रॉम माय वॉल पेंटिंग्स, दे ऑलवेज आस्क्ड व्हेन शुड आई स्टार्ट डूइंग नेक्स्ट वॉल, एंड अगली पेंटिंग मैं कब बनाऊंगी, कब पूरी होगी. दे ऑलवेज आस्क मी द सिमिलर क्वेश्चंस इंस्टेड ऑफ स्कॉल्डिंग मी फॉर उनकी दीवार खराब करने के लिए.
That is again a new story of being in Banastli. So I think that is all for tonight. I think all the questions that we had in the chat box as well as the Google form that we circulated are done for the day. Thank you so much, Muskan and Nancy, for joining in. I've shared your LinkedIn IDs to all the people out there so that they can get back to you if they have any questions in between. Thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, that's for the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mansi. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So everyone, see you next Sunday with another live session, and I hope that all your doubts are clear. All your you are ready for your next venture. Maybe it can be an internship or the placement or anything you would want to achieve. I wish you all the very best. I wish you give your 100% because now I think your doubts are clear. What is left is your own energy to put in towards that venture. These seniors have definitely, they have worked so much hard to achieve whatever at whatever stage they are right now. And now is your time. Put in the hard work, and I'm definitely sure you will one day achieve. And I'll love to bring you on this live today, like we had Muskan and Nancy today on the live. Thank you so much for joining in. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Signing off, Mansi Gupta.